Don, I've got 2 holiday jokes for you today.
2? I get a bonus today.
2 for the price of 1. Don, how does a snowman get to school?
I don't know.
By icicle. And if you didn't like that one,
Okay.
what type of cars do elves drive?
I know it's not Tesla. I don't know.
Toyotas.
Oh, it's time for another Tuesday Tips with Don and Gina. And again, we're talking about holidays.
And travel. That's the
Yep.
the vehicle
Don't
jokes.
overdo travel. And what does that mean? Well, we talked a little bit before about the idea, as a couple, we both have families and they both celebrate the holidays. So it's a matter of trying to figure out how to get to both, to see both grandparents, to see cousins, to see extended family, etc. And it can be a point of too much travel that really kind of, I don't want to say ruins the holiday in a way, because you're so stressed. Am I going to get to everybody? Am I going to see everybody? And so I think it's one idea is spreading the holidays a little bit further, giving it more time instead of making it just on Christmas Day or Thanksgiving Day. Why can it not be throughout the holiday time period, or even throughout the year? Why does holidays are a special time when we've denoted to have love and family time and all of that. But why can't that be throughout the year?
And it can look different for some families. Both sides of the families live, within an hour locally. And so that's a different challenge than what we have with your family in St. Louis. We're in North Carolina. When we first got married, my parents were still in Pennsylvania.
My brother there.
And my brother is still there. And figuring out, okay, how are we going to do this? And we started with my family's rotating holidays. My parents, we even do it now, but they used to have a big house on the lake. And we'd alternate. One year it was Thanksgiving that we all got together, and we started the celebration of Thanksmas. And we would celebrate Thanksgiving and Christmas and some holiday birthdays at Thanksgiving. And then the next year, we'd do so at Christmas time. Since my brother's been divorced a number of years, when it's Christmas time year, they come down like the day after Christmas. So they get Christmas still with Mom. And so figuring out a way, to spread things out, to not try to overschedule. When Harrison was born, I had 3-month maternity leave. He was born November 10th. And we decided your family celebrated Christmas Eve. So we decided to make the trek with a 6-week-old baby from Charlotte, North Carolina to St. Louis.
About a 14-hour drive.
We got there, I don't know how many days early, so we were there for Christmas Eve celebrations. We left Christmas Day, and just like the Christmas Story movie, we had to eat Chinese food on Christmas Day as we traveled from St. Louis all the way to Allentown, Pennsylvania. And I think what we did was we actually did Christmas the day after with my family, since we were traveling all of Christmas Day. And then turned around, after spending several days there, to come home. And it was a whirlwind journey. It was a lot to take on as new parents. And yet
it was pretty good.
He slept well.
Yeah.
It kind of messed with his sleep schedule a little bit because he was sleeping so much during the day. But it was a lot to put in, right? And so knowing your kids, knowing your family, is doing all that going to work for you? Realizing having to, part of the rotating of holidays, we used to then go to St. Louis on one of them, and realizing sometimes we just wanted to be here.
Yeah, it's a tough decision because even the kids want to see their relatives too. What I'd like to think about is that we want to create memories, fun memories, holiday loving memories, versus stressed out, trying to figure out travel, trying to manipulate the airport to figure out how to get there the best and all that. Try to remember that you're really trying to make memories here of visiting relatives and traditions and all of that, versus gotta be here, gotta do, some people you're going to have to say no to, probably, that I can't get to your house right now. Let's plan a time next month, or
a different time of year. I know when we first would go up to Pennsylvania, when my parents still lived there, I wanted to see friends as well, and I learned over time that was a whole lot to put on our plate, as much as I missed connecting with my friends. And yet sometimes I wish I had taken a little bit of time. I know I believe when Harrison was a baby, it might not have been the holidays, but I invited them to come to my brother's house. I said, is this okay? So I don't have to travel around to visit these people. And they came to me, and especially when you have young children.
Yeah, and connecting by phone instead of traveling to their house, kind of thing.
With Zoom, it can be an easier way. We started doing that with your family, doing Zoom calls.
Yeah.
Years ago, was it over Skype? When we didn't make it out there for Christmas, when they used to get together all at Christmas Eve, we would do a phone call with your family to find other ways of making connections and sharing. So think about your travel as you're going into the holiday season, and keep in mind that the most valuable gift that you can give your family and yourself is being present in the moment.